Okay, so what I said we would do today is we're going to do a little standing later on. We're going to get the glutes fired up, get the hips opening, and work on stabilising. Oh, stabilising knees a bit better. So sitting on our mats. Have those rollers and stuff nearby. So just sitting on your mat to start with. Just lengthen those legs away from you and let's just rock those seat bones from side to side. Pushing the right one down, push the left one, push the right one, push the left one, and then wiggle. And really push both seat bones down into the floor. And then pull your toes up to your nose and then push your toes away. So when you push your toes away, look down at that ankle joint and look down at the height of the toes and check that your feet are symmetrical. So your knees are in line with the middle of your hip, your shin bones go down, they're parallel. And then is one foot turning in a bit? Is one turning out a bit? Are they parallel? The middle of the feet. So the middle of the toes to the middle of the ankle joint needs to be parallel. What happens when you make them parallel? Do your knees roll in? If you hold your shin bone, can you turn those knees out a bit by clenching the bottom? Pull the toes up to your nose. So keep that alignment, push those toes away. So my right leg's a bit more wayward. The ankle changes a bit, the knee rolls around a bit. Pull the toes to the nose and then clench the knees or clench the thighs. So you push the knees in the floor and the heels lift up and then point away. Take both feet to the right. So really pull them around to the right and then take both feet to the left. Feel those muscles up the sides of the leg having to work. Take the feet to the right and then take them to the left. Take them to the right, take them left and then do a circle with them. All the way around 3 times one way and then 3 times the other way. Good, and then release those feet and let them just hang. Rub those knees, rub those thighs. Give those thighs a rub. Rub those thumbs down around the top of the knee. Rub those fingers around the top of the knee on the other side. And then find those kneecaps. Put your thumbs on the inside of the kneecap and push the kneecap over to the outside of the leg. And just get your fingers under the side of it and just pull it. And then put the fingers on the outside and push the kneecap across the other way. And rub that thumb over that bone. And see, does it feel the same? Is your kneecap laying flat on the top of your knee or is it tilting? Pull the kneecap across to the outside of the leg. Push it across to the inside of the leg. And then hold those kneecaps and wiggle them. Roll them in circles, roll them the other way. And then slide those fingers down towards the feet, bending those knees. And bring that tummy really close down onto those thighs. Bring that tummy right down onto your thighs, pushing the top of your head forwards over your feet. Pushing the top of the head forwards. So we're really bending that hip joint, stretching that head. Hi, Sarah, join in. Stretching that head up. We've only just started. And then push through that lower back, push through that middle back, push through that upper back. And then push that right knee down to the floor a bit. And push that left knee down to the floor a bit. And then push both knees down to the floor, lengthening the head towards the toes. Glance up at those feet. Are they the same? Is one foot twisted out a bit? Make them the same. Pull that tummy down onto those thighs. Reach those fingers forward. Breathing in, breathing out. Sit yourself up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up to the ears. Pull them back. Pop the fists on the floor behind and pull your elbows together. Breathing in. Breathing out. Pull those elbows together and push that chest forward and take the chin up to the sky. And then pull that chin all the way down into the chest. And then turn the eyes to the right hand side of the right leg and push that left ear from the left shoulder. Really stretching that ear from the shoulder. So I'm tilting my head, I'm tilting it to the right in a sort of clockwise way, whilst also pushing it away from, whilst tipping it. And then release the neck. Eyes come back to horizontal, turn the head to the left. Bring that chin down into the chest and then tilt it. So we're pulling that right ear away from that right shoulder. Remember to keep those arms straight, pulling those shoulder blades together, pulling those elbows together behind you, stretching that right ear from that right shoulder. And then release and bring those eyes back to the center. Breathing in, breathing out, pull those shoulder blades together. Bring those fingers forwards on the floor, roll those shoulders up to the ears, back and down, and then slide yourself all the way forwards down towards those feet again, bending those knees. Bringing that tummy button onto those thighs, holding the soles of the feet, breathing in. Breathing out, push that left leg towards the floor. Push that right leg towards the floor. Push both legs down towards the floor. Release those hands, sit yourself up. Bring those hands up in front of you, bring that chest up. Breathing in. Sarah, if you can reach, can you tip your screen down a little bit so I can see you? Breathing out, and we're going to roll ourselves back to the ground. That's it. Roll yourself all the way back to the floor. All the way slowly back to the ground. Bring those arms all the way over the head. Reach and stretch those fingers away from the toes. Push that right hand away from that right foot, keeping those shoulders on the floor, keeping those hips parallel. And then push that left hand away from that left foot, same thing, keeping ourselves aligned. And then push both fingers away from both toes, and then breathing in. On the out breath, fingers up to the sky, chin into the chest, roll yourself all the way up. Hands on those legs and slide yourself right forwards. Pull yourself onto those knees, bend the knees a bit, pulling yourself down, push down that right knee. Push down that left knee, push down both knees. And then release and come up nice and tall. Grab the roller, or ball, whatever you're using. Pop it across your back, soften your knees, feet flat. So breathing in and on the out breath, lay those bottom ribs on the roller. Breathing in and on the out breath, push that chest up to the sky, let that head come down. Let those arms go wherever you want them to go, breathing in, and on the out breath, chin into the chest and bring yourself back up. Move that roller up a bit more, breathing in. Breathing out, push that chest up to the sky. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, raising that chest, and then bring that head back up. And then move that roller a bit more up, breathing in. Breathing out. Stretching over that roller, lengthening that head and neck. Pick the toes up off the floor and then just roll that roller down towards the bottom ribs and then back up towards the neck. Down towards those bottom ribs and then back up towards that neck. And then lean on that left side and back up. And down again, just two on each side, and then we'll hop off this. All the way down, all the way back. And then lean onto that right side, all the way down, and back. And down, and back. And then rest that bum on the floor, push the chest up to the sky, let that head come down onto the ground, breathing in. Breathing out, bring that chin into the chest and take yourself up off the roller. Move the roller out of the way. So we're just using it for a little bit of mobilising. Bring it in and pop it under those knees. So whatever we do, or whatever the aim or focus is, we always got to open that thoracic spine. So sitting like I am, breathing in On the out breath, lower yourself down to the floor and pull that roller into your bum. Breathing in. Roll those shoulders up to the ears into the floor, slide them down. Push those heels in the floor, lift the balls of the feet off and just put your fingers on the roller. Push off the heels, clenching with the bum, driving the pubic bone up into the sky, come up into that bridge. Breathing in, and on the out breath, lower yourself back down to the floor. So make sure those heels are under the knees. Breathing in, flatten that back into the floor, clench the bum, lift that pubic bone into the sky. Push through the heels, keep those shoulders back and down and lift one vertebra at a time, all the way up off the ground. Pushing the knees away from the nose, keeping those knees hip distance apart. Breathing in, and then on the out breath, lower down, but keep those shoulders on the ground, lengthen the head away from the neck, all the way down to the floor, one vertebra at a time, arching the back at the bottom. Breathing in. On the out breath, flatten the back, push through the heels, lift that pubic bone up into the sky, all the way up nice and high, and then bring the roller in and put it under those hips. Draw the core in and pull the lower back in towards the roller. Keep those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. And then drop that right knee out on the down to the side and lift it back up. Drop that right knee down and pull the hip into the roller and lift it back up. Drop that right knee out, pull that, glide that hip, pushing it into the roller and lift it back up. Drop that right knee out to the side, pull that, pushing that hip into the roller. Let the left side lift up. So I've got about a finger or a couple of fingers space on the left. And then pulse this right side, pulsing. So you're pushing, 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 stretching. Trying to push trying to separate the pelvis from the spine there. Just pushing, pushing. And then release and bring that back up. Okay, the other side. Drop that left knee out to the side. Keep the core strong and the lower back pulled into the roller. Drop that left knee out to the side. Bring that left knee back up. Drop that left knee out. Pull that pelvis into the roller. Release and bring it back up. Breathing in on the out breath, drop the knee out, pull the pelvis into the roller and release. Pull it into the roller and release. Pull it into the roller and release. Pull it in, release. Pull it in, release. One more, pull it in, release, and bring that knee back up. Hold on to the roller and bring the right knee up over the hip. Bring the left knee up so we're resting on the floor like this, breathing in. And then just let those knees fall and the feet fall over the head. So we just stretch that lower back. Just stretching that lower back, pushing those knees to the sky, pushing the toes over the nose, point the toes. Flex those feet. Point those toes. Flex those feet. So Helen, try and get your feet all the way over. So I'm trying to get my legs parallel to the floor. Point the toes. Flex the feet, lift your body up and get the roller under the bum higher. Point the toes, flex the feet. Bend the knees and let those feet fall back over the bum and then drawing in the core. Keep those shoulders on the ground, unravel the body and let the toes go back to the floor. Right toe, then left toe. So we're coming back and then lift your body up and move that roller out of the way. Lower the back one vertebra at a time, all the way down to the ground. Breathing in. On the out breath, flatten the back into the floor, push through the heels, drive those hips up, bring those arms all the way over the head. Breathing in, and on the out breath, lower the vertebra one at a time, all the way down to the ground. And then arch the back at the bottom. Big arch of the back, and then breathing in. On the out breath, flatten the back, clench the bum and drive those hips up off the floor. Lift yourself up nice and high, breathing in. Breathing out, lower that back all the way down to the ground. Arch the back at the bottom and bring the arms back down by the side. Breathing in. On the out breath, lengthen those legs away. Lift those fingers off the floor, chin into the chest. Grab your right mum and roll yourself all the way up. Roll yourself all the way up and reach forward towards those feet. Soften those knees. Breathing in. Good, breathing out. So soften your knees a bit more, Jane, and pull forward onto your front bottom a bit more. Yes, so you're closing that pelvis down. Breathing in, push that right knee down, push that left knee, push both knees down. So mum, push that lower back out. Try and round that lower back more. And Sarah the same. Really round that lower back. Release those hands and sit yourself up nice and tall. Breathing in, roll those shoulders up to the ears, back and down. And again, roll those shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Pop your fists on the floor behind you. Breathing in, and on the out breath, pushing forward. So we're lifting that chest up. And then release. So hang on, rest on those seat bones. Waggle those elbows. Have those arms bent. So Jane, bend your elbows. Yeah, pull those shoulders behind you. Yes, pull them harder behind you. Right, now when you straighten your elbows, you're not going to let the shoulders push forward. You're going to let the chest push forward. So watch me for a sec. So Jane, as you straightened your arms, your shoulders went like this. So what I want is the shoulders to stay back. And as you straighten the arms, the chest pushes forward. That's it, brilliant. So chest pushes forward. So we feel like we're pushed forward on that front bottom. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to take the hands away and keep the body there. Keep that body there. Keep those shoulders back. Bring those arms up in front. Bring those hands up to the sky, keeping those shoulders back. Bring those hands down in front. Breathing in. On the out breath, collapse the back and lower yourself down to the floor. One vertebra at a time, nice and slow. All the way down to the ground. Bring those arms all the way over the head. Breathing in, and on the out breath, reach those fingers away. Bring those hands all the way up to the sky, down next to your side, rolling those shoulders up to the ears, into the floor and down. Okay, flatten that lower back, flatten that upper back, release the lower back. Put your hands on the pubic bone and the bit on the bony bit on the edge of your pelvis and make that horizontal. That's your neutral spine. Drawing your core in like you're stopping yourself having a wee. Lengthen your right leg away, pointing the toes. Lift that right leg up to the sky. Hold behind that right leg and pull it towards your face, keeping it straight. Feel the stretch behind the leg. Flex that foot, feel the stretch in the calf. Point the toe, feel the stretch down the front of the leg. Flex the foot, point the toe. Lengthen the head away from the tailbone. Flex the foot, take the arms away, put them palms up next to your side. Lower that leg to the floor, making sure the shoulders are on the ground. Upper ribs, middle ribs, bottom ribs. Lower back slightly elevated. Relax that leg. Breathing in. On the out breath, point the toes and lift that left leg straight up off the floor, keeping that neutral spine. Hold behind that left leg. Pull it in towards your face. Flex that foot. Point that toe. Flex that foot. Point that toe. Keep those shoulders back and down. Lengthen the head from the tailbone. Lift that lower back slightly. Flex that foot. Remove those hands. And lower that leg, keeping the neutral spine all the way down to the ground. Breathing in. On the out breath, lift those hands up, chin into the chest. Roll yourself all the way up to sitting. All the way up, pushing that lower back into the floor, mum. Really pushing in the floor. Hold those hands out in front of you. Just breathing in, breathing out. Lift that chest up high. Let those hands come down on the floor, pop the knuckles on the floor behind, pull those elbows together, going to get those shoulders back, Jane. Breathing in, pull those shoulders behind, breathing out, Straighten the arms and let the body push forwards. Yes, push that body forward. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Good, Sarah. Bring that head up, top of the head to the ceiling a bit more, Mum. Good. Lifting on those seat bones, breathing in. Breathing out. Release the bum onto, sorry, take the hands away, keeping your bum on the floor. Bring those hands up in front of you. So chest up more, Jane, vertical with the body. Good. Breathing in. And on the out breath, slowly down to the floor for 5, 4. Push that pelvis down. So the pelvis goes down before my head moves much further. 3, 2, 1. Hands all the way on the floor behind your head, reaching that right hand from the right foot, left hand from the left foot. And then bring those fingers all the way up to the sky and bring that right knee into your body, pull that knee in. So putting that right knee up towards the shoulder, pushing that left leg away, breathing in, breathing out. Pull that right knee over your body, push your right hand away. Turn your eyes to the right and stretch through that lower back. Breathing in, push that left leg away, breathing out. Breathing in, really push that right hand, follow the shoulder after the hand. Pull that shoulder away from that hip. Push that hip after that knee and push the knee to the floor. And then release, roll back onto your back. And pull that right knee in towards your shoulder again. And pull that right leg over your body again, pushing that right hand away, reaching and stretching. And then roll onto your left hand side, take hold of that right leg. So clench your before you take the right leg, pull the pubic bone forward, draw the tummy in so that your breastbone, tummy button, pubic bone are aligned. Take hold of that foot. Slide that left leg forward a bit and then pull that right leg behind you, keeping the foot away from the bottom, pushing the hand and the foot towards the wall behind, pushing that foot into the hand and lengthening, let that shoulder stretch down and back. Let that hip stretch, opening for the front of the body, stretching. And then release and pull that leg further behind. And then let go of that leg, roll back onto your back, keep hold of the knee though. Pull that knee up into the armpit and then turn that foot. Turn that foot around, popping that foot on the other leg, pulling the other leg towards you, pushing this leg away, holding that leg in that position. Push that knee into the hand. Pushing the right knee into the right hand, keeping yourself straight. Pubic bone, tummy button, breastbone, nose are aligned vertically. They're aligned from the top and also from the side, pushing that knee into the hand. And then release that push of the knee and stretch further by pushing the hand away. And then release that right leg. Release that left leg, take them both straight. Push the hands over the head, reaching and stretching. And then breathing in. On the out breath, bring the fingers up to the sky. Pull those shoulders down towards the waist. Bring that left knee up. Take hold of that left knee. Pull that left knee up towards that armpit. Push that right leg away. Push that right leg away. Pull this left knee over your body. All the way down towards the right and push that left hand away. Push that left shoulder after that left hand and push that left hip after the left knee and push that hip away from the shoulder. Turn the eyes left, trying to get that left nose towards the floor. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthen. Roll back onto your back, pull that left knee in again. And then pull that left knee over again, turning the eyes left, pushing that left hand away from the left knee, left hip away from the left shoulder, stretching through those ribs, using your breath, use the out breath to increase the stretch. And then release and roll over onto your right hand side. So on your right, rest your head on that underneath hand. Breastbone, tummy bottom, pubic bone aligned. Pull that pubic bone forward. Slide your right leg forward a little bit. Take hold of that left leg and pull that left leg behind you, keeping the foot away from the bum. Rolling that left shoulder up to the ear, down and back. And then push that left leg into the left hand, extending it behind. So the left knee, make sure your left knee's behind. Look down your body and check you can't see your knee. You need to see your pubic bone, but not see your knee. Pushing that foot into the hand, lengthening, and then release that push, but pull that leg behind you, stretching, breathing in, breathing out, and then release. Release that foot. Roll back onto your back. Pull that left knee in towards your left shoulder. And then turn that left foot. Pop the foot on the right leg. Push that left knee away. Hold that leg in that stretch. And then push the left knee into that left hand. Breathing in. Breathing out. Pushing the left knee into the left hand. And then release the push and pull that knee, the foot closer and push the knee further away. And then release the right leg, release the left leg, take the hands over the head. Breathing in, and on the out breath, release and stretch. Pull those fingers all the way up to the sky, arms all the way over and down by your side. Turn the palms up, roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back, legs are straight. Fingertips under your bum, breathing in. And on the out breath, push off those elbows and lift onto the back of the head. Breathing in. Fill those lungs up with air, stretch those ribs, breathing out, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Stretching through the front of the body and then release down to the floor. Breathing in. On the out breath, push off the elbows. Lift that chest up higher and bring the top of the head onto the floor. Breathing in, filling the lungs up with air. Breathing out, squeeze those shoulder blades together and push off the elbows, lifting those ribs higher. And then release down onto the floor. So that action is the same as when you're sitting with your hands behind you. Breathing in. Breathing out, flatten that lower back into the floor. Okay, one more of them. Breathing in. On the out breath, push off the elbows. Lift the top of the head off the, go onto the top of the head, lift the back off the floor. The weight is on the elbows. So breathing in, pull those shoulder blades behind you. Fill those lungs up with air and feel those ribs lift, feel them stretch. Breathing out, push off the elbows and lift the breastbone higher. And then release down to the floor. Bring the left knee in, bring the right knee in. Bring the tailbone up off the ground and bring the nose all the way up to those knees. Huggling up and release. And then huggle up, bring the nose to the knees. And then release. Leave the head on the floor. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, pull them down. Lift those knees so they're above the hip and have the knees at 90 degrees. Bring those hands onto the floor, rolling those shoulders back and down. So we've got the top ribs, middle ribs, bottom ribs on the ground. Push that tailbone down into the ground and have a small lift on the lower back. Breathing in. On the out breath, lower that thigh so that the right toe touches the floor. Hover off the ground and lift that foot back up. Same leg, lower that toe down so it just touches the floor. Lift it back up. Lowering it down. Good, so move the thigh and lift it back up. Last one, lower it down. And lift it back up. And then the left leg. Lower that leg down so the foot just touches the ground, resting soft, and then bring it back up. Lower it all the way down so it just touches, so you should feel the core working. Lift it back up. Don't let the back change shape. Push the head from the tailbone. Lower that left leg down. Lift it back up. One more. Lower it down. Lift it back up. Right, both legs together. So push the head from the tailbone. Push the fingers down past the bum. Breathing in. Making sure those ribs stay plastered to the floor. Breathing out. Lower both of those legs together. Down. Lightly touch the ground, drawing that core in hard and bringing it back up. You should feel this. It should be hard. I find this hard. Lower those legs down. Good. And lift them back up. Do it slower, Helen. Breathing in on the out breath. Down for 4, 3, 2, 1, hover over the floor there. If you can, just have them just touching the ground. Lift those legs up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. On the out breath, down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Have them hover here. Breathe in. On the out breath, extend them out to straight for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. On the out breath, bend those knees up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold them hovering over the floor. Breathe in, bring them up, bring the feet off the ground for 4, 3, 2, 1. Opening those hips, taking them to the floor again for 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs for 4. Lengthen the head, keep the shoulders down. 3, 2, 1. Bring them back in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. On the out breath, lifting them up for 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Push the head away from the tailbone. Pull those shoulders into the floor. Push those fingers past the bum. Breathing in. On the out breath, feet down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Legs out for 4. Breathing out. 3, 2, 1. Extend those legs. Have them just hovering off the floor. Bring them back in. Breathing in, and on the out breath, back in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. Breathe out, lift them. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take hold of those knees. Bring them into the tummy. Bring the nose to the knees. Release the abs. Release the back. And release and unscrunch. And scrunch all the way up into that ball. And then release. Okay, holding yourself here. Take those hands out on the floor like a scarecrow. All the way out wide. Breathing in. And on the out breath, drop those knees to the left. Turn the eyes right. And just put your left hand on the top of your right leg and just give that a bit of a pull. Push that right hand away. Stretch through that lower back. And then lift those legs up. And then turn them all the way over to the other side. Pull those shoulders down and back. Push those hands away from each other. Just place that left hand on that right hand on that left leg and just pull it down to the floor a bit harder. Push that hip away from the shoulder. And then release that hand and let those legs come all the way up and over the other side again. Pulling those knees to the floor, stretching that lower back, keep those shoulders down and back. And then lift those legs up, turning the head, turning the knees all the way down. And then bringing yourself back up. All right, rolling yourself over onto your side. So support your head, I'm on my right, supporting my head with my right arm. Rolling that left shoulder up to the ear, down and back. Rolling that shoulder, taking the arm all the way wide, down and back. Drifting on the floor, fingertips on the ground, all the way up, all the way around on that ground behind the body, all the way down over those legs, up in front of you. And when you get to the front, we're going to go all the way down with that hand, down towards the knees, over the knees, round behind you, all the way around, over the top of the head, and back to in front, leaving it in front, breathing in. On the out breath, take it straight up into the sky and straight over behind. let that arm just hang back. The chest can fall back, but let that hand hang back. Bringing that hand all the way back up. Rest the fingers on the floor. Straighten the underneath leg and tuck the top leg into the underneath of the bottom leg. Breathing in. This time, don't let your body turn. Lift that arm all the way up, keeping that body facing the floor. Let that shoulder pull back. Drift that hand towards the head, drift it down to the waist. Drift it up, drift it down. Try to keep your body a bit more vertical, Mum, so your shoulders are still pointing towards the wall in front. So we're just moving the arm, drifting up and down. Bring that arm all the way back over. Rest it on the floor here. Untangle your legs and put one leg on top of the other. We're going to go into the clown now. So put this top arm just on your side, or you can have it on your hips, on your bum, on your waist, wherever. So the top hip here is directly above the bottom hip. Breathing in. Roll the shoulder up to the ear, down and back. On the out breath, lift that top knee up and lower. Lifting up, so pushing the pubic bone forward as you lift. Lift. And lower, lifting as high as you can. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and hold it there. Hold it there. You can put this top hand on the floor for balance. Move that top leg backwards for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together. So the torso stays still. The triangle of the pelvis stays still. Lower that knee down and lift for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it up at 5. Hold it up. And we're going to pulse the leg backwards for 5, 4. Keep those feet closer. 3. Jane, feet closer. 2. Actually, sorry, that's Mum. Feet closer. And then lower that knee down. And lift it up high. Lower it down. 3 more. 3. And down. 2. High as you can, Mum. Hold it up at 1. Hold it up high, Sarah. Breathing in. On the out breath, we're going to glide that leg backwards. Last one on this leg. So back for 5. A small movement with the feet, big with the knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together and lower that body down. Lengthen those legs out straight and roll over onto your back. Roll over onto your back. And then push those arms straight over the head. Push those toes straight away. So I've turned around so that I can see you. Bring those arms all the way up to the sky. Bring them all the way down. And then we're going to roll over onto that left-hand side. Put that left arm under the head, supporting the head. And then having those knees stacked one on top of the other. Just going to take those fingertips on the floor and drift them all, drifting them, don't worry about the ground, just big circle with that arm. So we're going to roll that right shoulder up to the ear, down and back, and let the arm follow. And then we're going to let the arm just touch the floor and drift all the way around on the floor, all the way around, over the leg, all the way up, all the way around, over. And then it's going to stop in the front of you, and it's going to go the other way, all the way down, over the legs, onto the floor behind, reaching and rolling all the way around. One more, all the way down, over the leg, on the floor behind, reaching, and then resting. And then straightening that left leg, put that right leg underneath. And with this top arm, bring it all the way up into the sky and roll it, let it hang behind you. And then release the body and let the body fall back a bit. And then bring that arm all the way back in front. This time, keep the body still. Take that arm all the way up and pull this shoulder behind and extend that arm away. Glide that hand up towards the head. Glide it down. Glide it up. Keep your arm straight if you can, Helen. Glide it down. Glide it up. Good. And then bring that hand all the way back to the floor. Okay. So stack those knees, one knee on top of the other. Top hand can be down around your bum, resting on your waist, wherever you want it to be. Top hip is above the bottom hip. Breathing in. On the out breath, bring that top knee up and lower it. Bring it up and lower it. Bring it up and lower it. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. Sorry, hold it up at 5. Okay, pulsing backwards for 5. Big movement with the knee, small with the feet. 2, 1, feet together, all the way down, all the way up, down and up. Good, 3 and up, 4 and up, down, hold it up at 5, hold it up. Okay, passing backwards with that leg for 5, 4, knee back, 3, excellent. 2, move your knee more, Helen. 1, feet together, all the way down, all the way up, down, up, down, up. 2 more, down, up. 1 more, down, really clench the bum, have it up high. Right, your knee moves a lot, your foot moves a little. So backwards with that leg for 5, 4, you should feel it in your bum. 3, 2, 1, and lower all the way down. Good, okay. Lengthen those legs out and roll onto your tummy. Roll onto your tummy. So we're just going to get some hip flexor stretching going on. So hands are, so we're going to do some of the Cobra and the first stage of the up dog. So we need to get the arms a bit stronger. We need to get the back a bit more open and we need to flex in those hip flexors. So forehead on the ground, roll my shoulders up to the ears, back and pull them down. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, pull them back, pull them down. Forearms are level with the long side of the mat. Clench the bum, push the pubic bone in the floor and lengthen those legs. Draw in the tummy and lift it off the ground. Lengthen the top of the head away from the feet so you stretch that neck. Breathing in and on the out breath, lift that upper body up, stretching the head, stretching the front of the body. Clenching the bum, knees and feet are off the floor, really lengthening that right leg away from the right ear. Lengthen the left leg away from the left ear. Push those toes. Breathing in, hold yourself here, and then lower everything down to the ground. Breathing in. On the out breath, roll those shoulders up to the ears, down, pull them back. Draw in the core, clench the bum, push the pubic bone in the ground. Tighten the thighs and lengthen those legs. Breathing in. And on the out breath, push off those hands and lift the front of the body up off the floor, lengthening the head from the toes. Push that left toe away from the left ear. Push that right toe away from the right ear. Push both toes away from both ears. Breathing in. Breathing out and release. Breathing in, roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. breathing out, drawing the core, clench the bum, lift that upper body up, remembering all those cues from before. Push the head away from the toes, all those shoulder blades together. Breathing in, and on the out breath, release. Forehead on the floor, keep those elbows on the floor, breathing in. On the out breath, drawing the core, clench the bum, lengthen the legs, and lift those hands and forearms up off the ground, and lower. Hands and forearms up, and then the whole arm up. Pulse those arms up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold them high. Push the left foot from the left ear. Right foot from the right ear. Both feet from both ears. Pulse those arms up. Keep the shoulders down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those hands next to the side on the floor and lift that upper body up. Squeezing those shoulder blades together so we're in the Cobra. Breathing in, and on the out breath, if you want to use your knuckles, Helen, you can. Breathing out, push off those hands and come onto that pubic bone. So we rock up, and then we rock down onto those ribs. So my feet come, the legs come off the floor, I go onto the ribs. Breathing in, I breathe out, I push up, my feet go on the floor, my ribs come off the floor, I'm on the pubic bone. I rock down onto those ribs, legs come up, use the breath. Breathing out and push up, holding here, keeping those shoulders back and down. Good, good, mum, shoulders back, and then lower down, legs come up. So you're staying in the banana shape with the curve at the tummy and the pubic bone. Breathing in, on the out breath, push off those hands, legs come on the ground, and we're stretching through the hip flexors, keeping those shoulders back, using those arms, and then lowering back down flat. I think Jane and Sarah, have you got your hands on the floor and your elbows need to be off the floor? So your hands are up. If you look at me, I'm like that. So I'll just demo it again. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Clench the bum and lengthen the legs. Breathing in, and on the out breath, lift up onto, lift the top of the upper body up. So I'm resting on the bottom rib. Lengthen those legs. I'm on the bottom ribs and the pubic bone. So then I breathe in, breathe out, push off those hands, legs go down, upper body comes onto the pubic bone. Lower down onto the bottom ribs, legs come up. So clenching the bum, lifting, and then lowering. Shoulders stay back and down all the time. Glutes are engaged, upper back's engaged. Stretching the front, and then release. Good. Pop those hands near to the chest, breathing in. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Now we're going to come up into child pose. Clench the bum, lengthen the legs. Push all the way up through what we've just done, onto the knees, bum in the air, all the way back into child pose. Reaching. Let those knees come apart and stretch between the legs. Walk the hands to the right hand side of the mat. Stretch the left. And then walk the hands to the left hand side of the mat. And stretch the right. And come back to the middle, pushing those fingers away from the top of the head. And then pulling the knees apart in this position, feel those glutes engage and come up onto all fours. Coming up onto all fours, walk those knees forward. Okay, stand yourself up. We're going to do a bit of the knee and glutes. So have a roller if you want, or a stick or something for support. I'm going to cut my head off so you can see my legs. Okay, so feet are parallel. So I don't want you standing like this. Feet have got to be parallel. So the balls of my feet are closer together. than my heels. So the middle of my feet are parallel from the middle toe to the middle ankle. When I stand like that, my kneecaps point each other. So I've got to clench my bum, turn those thighs out, release. You can see my pattern trousers, turn those thighs out, release. Put those big toes on the floor, big toe on the floor, middle toes, little toes, pull those knees apart, keeping the toes on the ground, and release. Pull those toes apart, the ankle turns, the arch lifts, release, the arch collapses, the ankle rolls in. Clench the bum and lift. This is what the clown exercise is all about. Holding yourself strong here at my knicker line. I'm going to bend and my knees become soft. So using that roller, I'm going to lengthen my head. So my nose, breastbone, tummy button, pubic bone are in a frontal plane. They're in a line there. I'm going to use that roller and I'm going to rock over to the right side, keeping the hip at 90 degrees to the foot. I'm going to take that left leg off the ground. And just hold myself here. Hold myself here. Put that left leg back on the floor. Okay, make sure you're all standing square to the camera. Helen, can you stand a little bit further back? And Sarah, maybe stand a bit further back. So pull the knees apart. I'm going to do the right leg again. So I pulled my knees apart, leaning over. So from the side, I'm bent forwards from here. My knees are above my feet. So I stood up tall, turn those thighs out, bend forward with the hip, with the body, and the knees come apart. Sorry, the knees bend a bit. Okay, leaning over to the right, I'm going to stand on that right leg. Good. So Sarah, don't let that knee roll in. Your knees like that. Your knees got to be under your hip there, not in here. There. So here, use your bum. So this is what you're going to struggle with your, yeah, good, Jane. This is what you're going to struggle with having had a knee injury. The proprioception goes and the awareness of holding that knee. Right. In this position, push through the heel and stand up straight. So I push my hips forwards here and my knees come straight. Now imagine someone punches me there and I bend. Bend there, knee out, Sarah. And then I clench my bum and I push it forward and I stand up straight. And then I bend from here again. Mum, can you stand a bit further to your right? I can't see behind you. I need some white behind you. Yeah, there, that's fine. Down and then clench with the bum and drive and push up. Imagine someone punches you in the gut here. You bend that bum backwards. Good, keep that knee out wide, Sarah. Keep those hips parallel to the ground. Clench with the bum and stand up. So just go as low as you feel comfortable. One more, pushing backwards with this hip. So this is walking. We land on the floor with the leg bent. We clench the bum, we push, we stand up. We step forward onto the other leg, it's bent. We clench with the bum and we stand up. Okay, other leg. So feet are parallel. Standing up tall. Clench the bum and pull those knees apart. Release, let them come back together. Roll those shoulders up and down. Lift that chest up. Breastbone, tummy button, pubic bone aligned. Clench and open those legs. Release, let them close. Clench, let them open. Hold them here. Bend forward at that hip. Bend forward at that pants line. Rock over and stand on that left leg. Good. So staying straight. So you need to still be bent at the hips, Sarah. Clench with the bum. Push those hips up tall. Ease as if someone's punched me here. Bum goes back. Clench. Come up tall. Forget that other leg out of the way. Ease. Someone's punched me here. I go backwards. I clench and I lift. I ease and I lower. Clench and lift. So this is every exercise we have done today should be working. Put those feet back on the floor. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Lift that chest up. Draw in that core. Keep the body straight. Clench with the bum. Pull those knees apart. Bend at the hip. And then lift the right leg off the floor. Clench. The bum goes forward. Ease. We drop back. Clench. We lift. Ease. We drop back. Clench and lift, ease, drop back, clench and lift. Good, okay, put both feet on the floor. Right, we're going to do a string of these. So the next thing we have to do, actually before we do that, is a bit of tiptoes. So standing up tall, roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back, lift that chest up, draw in the core, engage the bum. Turn the thighs out, and then we're going to come up onto tiptoe and down. Come up onto tiptoe and down. Come up onto tiptoe. Then we're going to rock over onto that right foot and lower down, both feet down. Come up on tiptoe. Ease off the right foot, stand on the left foot and lower. Up onto tiptoe. Stand on the right leg only and lower down. Up on both feet. Stand on the left foot only and down. It's a bit harder with the roller. If you need to, hold on to something a bit more solid. So you go up onto both feet and down. So you've got to get the proprioception going for the balance. So Helen, you can do it without holding on to anything, providing you can keep your foot straight. If you're going up and your feet are doing, this, or you're going up and down on one foot and the knees rolling in and out, or the foot's rolling, then you need to do this. You need to do this accurately, 100% accurately, or there's no point. So you've got to build the nerve, the neurology up, the conversation to the feet. So we've got to have those feet parallel. We're going to lift up. So especially when you're rehabbing like Sarah, you're going to come up, stand on one leg, and then lower down, both feet down. Up, stand on the other leg, lower and down. So we've got to get the strength up, doing it correctly. So standing up tall, roll those shoulders up to the ears, lift that chest up, clench those bum, lift yourself up tall. Stand on that right leg only and lower. Both feet down. Up on both, stand on that left leg only and down. Okay, give yourself space in front. So roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Rest on the roller if you need. You might need it, Mum. Okay, you've got a stick, all right. Lift up onto those toes. Stand on that right leg, left foot off the floor and step forward. Landing flat. Clenching with so we're bent at the hip. Clench with this left bum. Stand on that leg and come up straight. Then we go up onto tiptoe on the left leg. And we step through on the right leg. We're bent here. Clench with this. Knee comes out sideways. Stand on that foot. Clench and lift. Up on tiptoe. Step forward. So this is walking. Sarah, this is for you, for this leg. Because I would guarantee watching you do this, that your knee's rolling in. While you step, it's going inward. So what we can do is you can get 2 sticks, if you've got 2. And what you can do is be standing up onto tiptoe, you step forward, and you come up tall. So you've got to, and you just, which is lunges. So you basically end up stepping forwards and come up, backwards. I mean, I don't really like going the backwards bit. Okay, so standing on both feet, up on tiptoe, stand on that right foot, step forward onto the left, so we're bent, stand on that leg, and then come up and go onto tiptoe. Yes. Good, Sarah. Right, do that on the other leg, Sarah. So stand on your left leg and step onto your right. Yeah. Yes, so that left knee is inside of your centre line. I knew it would be. As you step forward onto your left leg, it's here. It's across. There's my tummy button. It's coming across. Do it again and I'll screenshot it for you and I'll send it to you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, do it again. Yes. Oh, shit, I need to film it. Right, hang on. Let me just do this because this is, oh no, I've lost it off the screen. Oh, what's happened? Okay, do it again on here and I'll film it on this one. Hang on, sorry, technology breakdown. Ah, sorry, operator error. Right. Okay. Okay, Sarah, go. Step forward. Yeah, now stand up on that leg. Good. Right, now do the other leg. Yeah, exactly. Go back though. Go back and do that other leg first. Let's go back. Stand on your left leg. Step forward onto the right. Yeah, and stand up. Right, you'll see that. You'll see that your left leg, when you stand through, your left leg is nice and stable. It's a bit wobbly, but your left leg, when you come onto it, it stays foot above knee, hip above there, and you go through. When you do it onto your right leg, you step forward and that leg goes in, and then you're doing that. So you're twisting on that knee joint. So you've got to hold taut. So the tiptoe thing, but when you walk, you should go heel toe. You should go onto tiptoe. Go heel up onto tiptoe, heel onto tiptoe. Anyway, we're getting a bit past it. I'll send you that, you'll see. Okay, let's just sit down on the floor and just finish up because I've run a little bit over. Sorry, guys. Sit down on the floor. Legs out straight. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Hands on the thighs. Roll your hands all the way forward towards those feet. Soften those knees. Pull those armpits down towards those knees. Push the top of the head towards the toes. Push that right knee. Push that left knee. Push that right knee. Push the left. Lift yourself up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Push off those hands. Lift that chest up high, chin up, breathing in. Breathing out, pull the chin all the way down into the chest. Pull the toes to the nose. Push those toes away. Relax the toes. Lift that chest up. Bring those fingers all the way along the floor, all the way up into the sky, all the way around. Drift them on the floor, all the way up into the sky, all the way around. Rest those hands on your legs and roll your shoulders. Okay, well done.